that are involved in natural resources management and protected areas management in Belize.
If you have not heard about the Monkey Bay Wildlife Sanctuary, you will definitely be hearing a lot about them now. This private protected area is one of the first to be recognized under the National Protected Areas System and recently acquired co-management of the neighboring Monkey Bay National Park. The APAMO Central Resource Center team visited Monkey Bay to find out more about who they are and what they do. Here's that story.
Monkey Bay Wildlife Sanctuary is a nonprofit organization focused on biodiversity protection and conservation, providing personalized, experiential learning opportunities for education groups and adventurers while supporting the National Protected Area System of Belize.
Matt was the academic guy, and I was the builder, the designer and the builder, and the fixer-upper and the problem solver. His love for Belize became so big in nature that he wanted to continue. And that's when he went back home and he packed up and he came back. He envisioned developing an education program that would support the protection of this piece of land. Here's one picture that blows my mind to this day, where we can see an aerial picture from what was then the campus. That's where we hosted our first student groups.
The goals and objectives of Monkey Bay primarily is to conserve and protect the land that we have under our care. So that's Monkey Bay Wildlife Sanctuary and Monkey Bay National Park. In total, it's about 3,350 acres. We form a very strong part of the Maya Forest Corridor, which is a biological corridor that connects the southern Maya Mountains with the Selva Maya in the north. Biological corridors are central to the long-term sustainability of any ecosystem or region because they ensure the flow of genetic material from one population to another.
Within this type of habitat, we have observed signs of jaguars, bearded tapir, howler monkeys, and so it is home to key species that depend on this forest for survival. So what we have here is the remains or the carcass of a 9-banded armadillo. This definitely indicates that there are jaguars roaming in Monkey Bay National Park. The park has huge potential. We recently got active management for it. It's a basically brand new park. We are currently working on establishing nature trails, establishing areas where we can do camping and basically monitoring the boundaries of the park.
For right now, our objective is to get some baseline information about what species are there and what natural features are there that need management so that we can incorporate those as recommendations into our first management plan for the park. So what we are doing is employing the help of our student groups that come to visit us at Monkey Bay, and they have volunteered their time. This group from Wildland Studies is the first group ever in the national park, and we're very proud of that.
So we're here conducting a BioBlitz, which is a sort of a rapid assessment of the biological diversity of an area. And so we're here helping Monkey Bay just to find out what it has in the park. We have the red-throated ant, and we're looking for birds, we're looking for interesting insects and plants. And so we're hoping just to provide an initial survey.
Well, the park has a lot of very unique natural features to this area. First and foremost are its karst formations. It's limestone hills that are chock full of caves.
This area is mostly made up of karst hills. A lot of caves are found in this area, and it's another world in there.
So for anybody interested in caving or spelunking, those are really high on the list. We also have a potential for bird watching, bird hikes, nature hikes, wildlife observations. There's lots of different types of wildlife species in the park.
First, we found a helmeted basilisk, which is like a little lizard that blends in with the leaves and the twigs and everything. We saw some sort of hawk fly overhead. That was really cool. Somebody saw a little snake go across the trail. We've seen a lot of plants, various fungi. We've seen a couple mahogany trees, which has been really lucky.
We've seen a lot of different things, a lot of different plants and a lot of different birds, but with this cave behind me specifically, we saw some really cool things that got me really excited. We saw a lot of bats. There are actually 3 different types of bats here in Belize, and we saw a few of them here today.
We actually just stood quiet for a second and listened, and you could hear their wings fluttering, and they're really small. We also saw some plants which apparently are doomed.
So here we have evidence of a fruit-eating bat that pooped in the cave and deposited a seed, and that seed is now germinating in the darkness without any light. So it's a doomed plant, but it's pretty cool that there's some vegetation growing in the cave.
One would expect that a cave is very barren and there's not many animals here, but it's actually a thriving ecosystem.
The first thing that you can do to help support Monkey Bay Wildlife Sanctuary is to come and visit us, because I don't think very many people in Belize have stopped in or know about us. Many people come down to this beautiful Saboon River here, which is a public access area, and this is what they know as Monkey Bay. But Monkey Bay is much more than that.
Produced by the APAMO Central